Hi, how's it going? Welcome to another video. It is another beautiful day here in Boise. We're getting so spoiled by this weather. It's absolutely amazing. It's 42 degrees, but it's super sunny outside, and it just is awesome fall weather. But we're coming up on December. This is crazy. I'm loving it. I want to share with you a little story that really struck me the other day. And it was a reminder of how important it is for us to see ourselves already as being great or amazing or the person we want to be, having the skills we want to have, all that stuff, and not waiting until we receive some type of outward validation or outside, reassurance that we are good enough. It was absolutely hilarious. So there was a father and his daughter. She was about 5 years old in the store the other day, and they were walking by looking at these items to paint, right? And the little kid had already painted a little item, and the dad was walking around. He was holding her, and they were walking, looking at these other things, bigger pieces, right? And she's like, I want to paint that. I want to paint this. I want to paint that. And the dad said, well, maybe when you get a little bit better, you can paint those things. And this girl said something that was absolutely amazing, and I loved it. She goes, I'm already a good painter. And I just was super reminded of the fact that little kids, they already know they're awesome. They already know they have skills, even though to an adult, they may not appear to have skills, right? What they're creating may be super crazy, right? We all have those, we all know about that, right? When kids paint pictures or draw drawings, can be super simple, can be super maybe like unrefined, but what do those drawings and those things all have? They've got a quality or an essence to them that makes them really freaking magical. Because the little kid is Picasso in their mind, right? They are the best painter in the world, the best drawer, best artist, and no one's going to talk them out of it. Only over time do adults kind of talk them out of it, right? And say, maybe you need to practice more, maybe this, maybe that. Little kids just create for the joy of it. They create for the fun of it, and they create with pure confidence, right? This is why I always talk about the fact that if you want to have more success in life, you got to bring your inner kid online. You got to bring that kid back in to your business or your life and make him or her an integral part of it. Because your inner kid is a badass creator that knows they're confident, that doesn't take any guff, doesn't listen to outside people. They just do what they want to freaking do. And in the world today, we all need that. Nathaniel Branden talked a lot about this in his book. It was something to do with, I want to say pillars maybe. I forget what it was. It's a little thin book with a white cover and blue text. It's awesome. He talked about the fact that we all have to go back and reclaim our child, right? The child that gets wounded somehow, some way, right? The child gets wounded in us as a kid. We are like left feeling bad about something, either something we did or maybe something someone did to us, wounds us. And so to protect ourselves, we put that child in the corner, kind of, so to speak, right? This is the same thing that I talked about recently when I had my guest, Suzanne Michelle, and she talked about the shadow side. Her and Jess Maitre's work talking about the shadow side. Same kind of a thing going on here, right? We put that child in the corner because something that child did, felt shameful, or we felt guilty or not good enough, whatever it was. And the only way to get back into the groove is to reclaim our inner child, right? So I thought that was super awesome. That little girl said, you know what, Dad? I'm already a good painter. I was super inspired by her. It's those little things that inspire us. And this was a good one. So I just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully you can take some of that with you in your day, right? And remember that whatever we claim to be, we can develop that quality instantaneously within ourselves, instantaneously. And it's not something we have to wait for or have to work toward. Now, That's not to say we don't need practice and we can't always improve, but until we claim something for ourselves, we never really will. It'll always be outside of our reach. Until we actually claim it into our identity and our self-concept, it'll always be further from us. This is the same concept that Just Be It, The Secret to Having What You Want in Life is built around. That's my Kindle book based on self-concept and self-image. I find that to be the foundation of success in life. That's why I'm always listening for these little, I'm always listening for people to talk about this. In this case, it was a 5-year-old girl reminding me how important it is to see myself as the person that I want to be. And that's why I want to share this with you, because it's vital. But if you want to learn more about this really powerful concept, the power of being, the power of self-concept and self-image and self-identity as the basis for everything in life, go to justbeitbook.com and you can find out more about it. Also, I've got a couple of free downloads on there that'll be super useful to you on your journey. One of them is the Human Beings Manifesto, and that is a 1-page PDF that is meant to motivate and inspire you every single day to realize that you are an extension of source energy, an extension of consciousness. You're a point of consciousness in the universe. And because you have the power of the entire intelligent universe behind you, you get to harness and direct what that consciousness becomes, right? Emmett Fox said this, life is consciousness. So that's super helpful. But my favorite new addition is called Being is Your Superpower. That's a little PDF that you can download free on that website, justbeitbook.com. And what that is links with timestamps. Well, it's a link with the time that you can jump to in the video or the podcast. There's also quotes in there too, but it's a link and it'll take you to stories of successful people sharing their story of transformation, how they became a different person to attract different experiences. Now, let me tell you some of the rock stars that are in that little PDF. That little PDF has David Goggins' story. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast, or the Joe Rogan Experience, and it has David Goggins' story talking about how he was super down and out, not living the life he wanted by far, and how he actually reinvented himself and became the person he is today. That guy inspires me every single day, and a lot of other people as well. Let's see who else we have in there. Rob Dyrdek, who is he's kind of an entertainment entrepreneur, very successful. He was with Big and Rob, that show Big and Rob. It was an MTV show back in the 90s. He hosts Ridiculousness and The Fantasy Factory. So he's like an entertainment guy, but he's been very successful. And he talks about reinventing himself so that he could attract his future wife, which is now his current wife, into his life. That's super inspiring story. I've got more content to add to that little book. So if you go and get it, you'll see version 1.0 on the cover. And just keep in mind, I'm going to be updating that all the time. I just ran across another awesome story the other day, which will be coming out in version 2.0, which is near the top of my to-do list. I want to get that out and share it with you because it's another phenomenal story of how someone had to ask themselves, right? I know I want to be a different person. Do I have the courage to actually make that happen and show up in the world in a different way, even though all these other people around me, my friends and family and the kids I went to college with, kids I went to school with, know me as a different person? This guy talked about his story, and it is super inspiring. That's coming out in version 2.0. So you'll always be able to tell what version you have, if you have the current version, by checking that number on the bottom of the book and then checking it on the website. You can just download the new version. So I'm really excited about that. That's 2 free downloads. In addition, you can learn all about Just Be It, The Secret to Having What You Want in Life. There's a bunch of, my goal was to put 10 times the value into that Kindle book or PDF that you pay. It's currently $9.99, and when you get when you buy the version, whether it's Kindle or PDF, you're going to get the 37-minute audiobook. So that's read by me, so you don't even have to read the book. But also you're going to get a video and instructions on how to make a being board, which is if I might say, probably one of the most powerful tools you can have in your personal development arsenal. And this is nothing new. I didn't come up with this, right? I'm just making the tool off of the concept that's been around for thousands of years, which is being, right? You're a human being. And when you change what you are, you're going to change what you do. You change the results that you get. So again, this is nothing that I created. This is just things that I'm building, these tools I'm building around this concept to help you get more of what you want in life, to help you create the experiences that you want to have. So in the link, in the Kindle book or the PDF version for $9.99, you get access to how to make a being board. And then 2 years later, I added how to make a being board 2.0 with a subtle nuance that will amplify the process, amplify the being board process, and make it more specific to your specific life and your goals and your dreams, right? Being board 1.0, as I call it, was about what you need to become, right? The qualities, characteristics, and attributes that you need to embody in order to realize your goals or dreams. Do the things necessary that create the results that you want. Being board 2.0 takes it to a whole another level. We talk about who, specifically who. And I put a video up on YouTube. I'll probably put the link here in this video or definitely in the description below, where you can go look at this video I talked about the being board. And the reality is that I can't teach you that. I can't show you that. I can only show you the process, and then you can create your own being board that's specifically tailored to who you want to be in life, the things you want to do, and the experiences that you want to have, the circumstances you want to have. So that's a super powerful process. That's included in the Kindle version and the PDF version. Also, there are little pocket cards to carry this stuff with you. It's constant reminders, right? We've always got to be renewing and staying focused on what we want to be in life, or we'll drift, we'll go off track. There's also the books 1 and 2 of the Magic of Being series. That's my children's book series with these concepts. So that is included in Just Be It, the secret to having what you want in life. Then through that link, it takes you to my download page, and you get access to all these other things. Those books in and of themselves are available on Amazon in print version or Kindle version, but don't buy them because you can get them free if you buy Just Be It, the secret to having what you want in life. Again, it's $9.99, super awesome value. And before I let you go, I also want to remind you that another aspect of that download, another document in there, is my favorite 8 books that should be in every human being's library. Honestly, I don't know why. Well, I do know why this isn't really taught in school. It's a little bit out there, I will admit that, but this is the foundation of what it is. These are the 8 books that have influenced me in this specific area, right? Talking about consciousness, spirituality, being, and those books, you should buy them right now when you find out what they are, because you're going to love them. They're going to help you create more of what you want in life. They're going to set things straight, right? We're not taught this in school. We're not taught the fact that we're spiritual beings. We have the power to create, based on our consciousness and our thoughts and our feelings, our emotions. We're not taught that stuff, right? And then even when we are taught that stuff, there's still the most important thing to do, and that's practice it. Do the work. I am constantly reminded of this on my own journey every single day. Even though I know this stuff, even though I've studied this for many, many years, it doesn't matter if I don't do the work. And so that's what I want to remind you of as well. It's the same with any area of life. You can know everything, but if you don't do the work, no results. And so that's one thing that I am constantly reminded of. And I'm talking about the inner work, the practice, right? Practicing the emotions, practicing the thinking that is going to generate those subtle vibrations that are going to go out into the world and help us line up with the things we want, right? So it's the inner work, and it's a daily thing, just like brushing our teeth, just like going to the gym and exercising, getting some physical exercise. This is the emotional or conscious exercises that we always need to do. So you can know it all, right? Or know what to do, but actually doing it, that's the thing that's going to separate successful from non-successful people. And again, on my own journey, this is constantly coming up. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope that's been helpful to you. I hope that that little girl's conviction is just as inspiring to you as it was to me. I was super inspired by it. I'm already a good artist. Dad, you don't even know me. All right, so I'm going to leave the video at that point. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my email list, you can do that at gmarkphillips.com. Lots of good things coming down the line there. I'm putting together a bunch of tools in a packet that you can put in your personal transformation, personal development binder that will help you get more of what you want in your business and your life. These are spiritual, metaphysical tools and practical tools, simple and effective. I'm really excited to share those with you. I've already got some in the download that you will receive when you sign up to my mailing list. So you can check that out at gmarkphillips.com. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have got some value out of this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and also episodes of Enhancing the Human Experience. Lots of good things coming. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, all the best, health, wealth, and success. Bye-bye.